What's up, YouTube? In this video you will see me going over the parking. I've done that video called how to park perfectly every time. I got a bunch of people asking me different scenarios, like they're using if your car is bigger, if you're driving a SUV, if you're driving a big truck. It does change the dynamic somewhat. So I'm going to get into the reason why it changes and how you would make adjustments for it. You know, I'm doing these videos specifically because I enjoy helping. I get great satisfaction from helping people and getting the feedback when they watch the videos and learn something, and then they let me know how helpful the videos are, you know. So that is the reason I'm doing the videos, and that's the reason I do videos as often as possible. Anyway, let's get into the video. But before we do that, I want you to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you are new to the channel, I am going to say thank you for watching and welcome to the channel. Tell your friends about it. If you are a regular subscriber that has been with me from day one, I am happy to have you and welcome back. Alright, so I'm going to go through the parking process. I'm going to show you a couple of different scenarios and talk about it and see if we can clear up why it doesn't always work exactly the same way for every car. Alright, so let me get into it. I'm going to reverse from here and we're going to go through the parking from a few different perspectives. Alright, so in the video that I did before, the original video, it's, you know, if you stop with your mirror right before the cone or before the line, you know, you would line it up right before the line. In this particular car, it works best if you are actually perfectly lined up. Understand? If you are lined up, this car works quite a bit better than if you stop right before the line. This is a fairly small car. The turning radius is quite good. So in this car, you can literally line it up completely. You see, this is actually in the middle of the space, right? So in this car, you can basically line it up and you'll be fine. All right. Now, I'm going to go over what is different. If your car is a bigger car and the turning radius is not as good as this car. Like the car I had before was slightly bigger than this car, and obviously the turning radius was different. So that car you had to stop a little bit before you get to the line. So in other words, you have to make sure your mirror here, this mirror, is maybe a foot or so before you get to the line, the actual line. Again, in this car you can line it up completely. Now, if you're using an SUV and it's quite a bit bigger, then you are going to have to make the adjustment accordingly. So you would try different distance. It won't be lined up completely in a big car. It'll be a little bit before. So you're going to have to figure out how far back or how close you need to get to make the formula works. But the formula, you know, it's adjustable. You make adjustment as necessary. I'm going to reverse as soon as this person gets moved from behind me, and I'm going to do it again. This time I'm going to actually find a car to park in between. But yeah, it really does make a huge difference, the size of the car that you're parking and what works best. So you have to actually try to figure out, you know, whether you have to be closer or farther. Alright, so I'm going to park in here between these two cars. And again, you line it up. And this person, look at this idiot. Like, really? So you line it up like that, and then you pull right into the space. And again, it works every single time. There's, you know, if you do it properly, it works. It works all the time. In this car, it's lined up completely. In your car, it might not be exactly like that. If your car is bigger, then you might have to stop a foot or more before the space for it to work properly. All right. So that is what's different about it. So because I think I've had 3 people this week ask me about, you know, the difference with a SUV or a minivan, and that is what's different. If the minivans are obviously bigger, so you have to stop a little bit before you get to the line, and in a bigger truck, then you would stop a little bit further. Again, I'm gonna do this one more time. It has to be lined up like that. Turn all the way to the left. Go until you get into the middle of the space and straighten the wheel and pull forward. See, it works every single time. If you do it the way I'm showing you, it always works. All right? So that is it for, you know, part 2 on the how to park perfectly every time. It works. You just have to make minor adjustments depending on the size of your car. Some will be lined up perfectly, some you have to stop before the line. Again, your mirror here has to be before the line or lined up depending on the size of your car. All right? So thanks for watching. Again, please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And please help me to spread the word. Let people know how helpful the videos are, because I get a lot of feedback, and again, it gives me great satisfaction just getting the feedback from people about how helpful the videos are. All right? Thank you, and I'll see you on the next video.